Hello everybody and welcome to the season finale of our NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode season number 3 as you're looking at the Craftsman Truck Series Championship 4 before you. As of course, we do a quick refresher before we hop into today's championship races where you got Connor Jones, the Cinderella story of the century in the championship 4 for the Craftsman Truck Series with 3 wins, including 2 in the last 3 races. And then Ty Majeski, of course, trying to get a Truck Series title with his 1 win and is the regular season champion coming in, as well as Caden Honeycutt in his first ever championship 4. He won a race this season. And Nick Sanchez, who won the most, or tied for the most among these drivers with 3 victories, also making his first Final 4 appearance. So we're going to have a new champion regardless of what happens here in Homestead as we get ready to crown a new Craftsman Truck Series champion here in NASCAR Heat 5. Who will it be in this 2025 season number 3 season? Meanwhile, we cut out to the race. We are in this race so we can see how the championship outcome plays. So our truck right now running about the 8th spot. We're working on the outside of Ben Rhodes for 7th here. As Ty Majeski right now is up ahead of us, taking 5th from Ryan Preece. He's your current championship leader. Connor Jones is struggling outside the top 20 right now. Sanchez and Honeycutt just outside the top 10 trying to find their way forwards. So this would be Tanner Gray getting the stage 1 win here in Homestead. We just beat Ryan Preece to the line for 6th, but Majeski with the early championship lead here in stage 1. 5th, the only besides Honeycutt, those are the only 2 in the top 10. Majeski is 5th, and then you have Honeycutt in 9th. So Majeski leads the championship 4 contenders going into stage 2 here at Homestead Miami Speedway. In stage 2, we're running in 4th, racing with Grant Enfinger, who we will barely squeeze out for 4th to end the stage. Connor Mozak deciding a stage 2 win, and it was once again Ty Majeski leading the championship 4 contenders. Majeski 5th and 6th in the 2 stages. Obviously, stage points are inconsequential, but he gets a very, very strong run, and that should set him up very, very nicely to go make a run at the championship, of course, to go finish the job. So Felix Majeski still leading the Final 4. He's running in 9th. We're back here in 10th and 3 and 4 later this final stage of racing. We're trying to catch up to 98. Go around, and the tire goes down on Majeski. He blows a tire and he goes into the wall. There goes the championship leader. Goes crashing in a huge turn of events here in Homestead. Has just flipped the seats upside down. We got another car wrecking off into turn 2 with a hard crash in the outside. Well, that's, I think, Connor Zilish. Indeed, he's taking out Lane Riggs, and of course our AI finds a way to run into him, so that's a caution. So now a few laps later, we're charging through the pack, passing Connor Jones, who is 3rd out of the Final 4. As Majeski's out of the race with a flat tire, so he's done. So he already got by Connor Jones. Now we're going by Nick Sanchez for 12th, who currently is 2nd out of the 3 remaining Final 4 drivers. That means Caden Honeycutt is in position to win this championship. White flag in the air, final lap. Presented by Credit One Bank here at Homestead for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season. Connor Mozak looking to get his first win on the campaign in that number 7 truck here in the season finale, leading the way for Spire Motorsports. But it is Caden Honeycutt in the 45 in his first full-time Craftsman Truck Series season for Nice Motorsports, running 9th. About to win a championship. We dive bomb it into 3 and 4, get up alongside him, make a little bit of contact. We're actually going to pass Caden Honeycutt for 9th as Connor Mozak wins the race here in Homestead. But Caden Honeycutt is the champion here in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for season number 3. Caden Honeycutt wins the title by finishing in 10th, outdoing his 3 competitors of Sanchez, Connor Jones, and Majeski. And you see his victory celebration right there. And now we get the final, of course, race results for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Connor Mozak gets his first career Craftsman Truck Series win. Shout out to Mozak in the 7. He's been having a pretty solid runs in that 7 truck. Finally breaks through and wins it. Tanner Gray, good 2nd place run. Parsons, Riggs, Enfinger, the top 5. Of course, we come home 9th. Caden Honeycutt wins the championship with the top 10 finish as the struggles of Sanchez in 15th, Connor Jones in 22nd. Couldn't keep up, and then of course a huge turn of events. Majeski blowing a tire takes himself out of contention for the title, and a dramatic turn of events ends his bid for back-to-back titles, and that will not happen. So your champion is going to be Caden Honeycutt. You see the final Craftsman Truck Series point standings on your screen. You can pause when you like. Of course, Honeycutt the champion. It's a little off, of course, with these graphics, because with the winners in situations like that. It didn't mark Connor Jones or Matt Mills in the playoffs, and of course I did, so I have the actual final standings on a Google sheet. But you know, if those guys hadn't pulled off upset wins, Ryan Preece and Connor Zilisch would have made it this far, but they did not. So that is the end of their competitive campaigns. So Honeycutt, the champion, as you can see here in this little poster we designed. Caden Honeycutt, your NASCAR E5 Craftsman Truck Series champion for the season number 3, which of course is supposed to be 2025, with 1 victory on the season, and gets his first Craftsman Truck Series championship. And in the background, we're qualifying for Xfinity Series action in the season finale championship race from Homestead as well. Of course, all 3 series at Homestead for the finale. Xfinity, we're in this one as well, just trying to make a way, but to get into contention. But shout out to Caden Honeycutt, very impressive in his first full-time season being the Truck Series champion. Look at the Xfinity Series Championship 4 preview. Of course, Sheldon Creed comes in the heavy favorite with 6 wins on the season. Has absolutely dominated these playoffs, winning 2 of the last 3 races. Has 25 top 10s on the season. Then you got Connor Zilisch, who gets with 4 wins on the season. A very impressive sophomore season freshman year from Connor Zilisch, making his first Final Four appearance with 11 top 5s and 19 top 10s to boot. And Cole Custer, of course, trying to get his second Xfinity title once again with 2 wins on the year. And then Noah Gragson, third time. Is that the third time the charm here for Gragson in the Final Four? We'll find out, as he's the only driver without a win to make it this far, but he's been extremely consistent with 16 top 5s on the season. So now we move to the last stop of Stage 1 here in the Xfinity Series Championship from Homestead Miami Speedway. Noah Gragson right now leading this race. We know how strong he is at Homestead Miami back when he used to drive for JR Motorsports in the number 9 machine. Gregson's going to get the Stage 1 win, and we're going to go sliding and spinning. Around we go down the back straightaway to end Stage 1. We just get over aggressive, trying to push us a little bit too much next to the corner. The car fishtails, we spin out, and we end the stage in 34th. Our car wasn't that fast anyway. We're driving an absolute shitbox out there right now, but Gragson gets a stage win. Custer is second, Creed is 4th, and Zilisch nowhere to be found inside the top 10. So Gragson leading the championship after the first stage here at Homestead. Now later in Stage 2, we're running about 28th here, so a little bit better than we were at the end of Stage 1, but still just no speed in this car at all. Definitely got to make some adjustments next season to get this 97 car up to par, so we'll end Stage 2 in 28th. This time, though, to Sheldon Creed, who will win Stage 2. So now Creed takes the championship lead away from Noah Gragson, who ended that stage in 3rd. Custer ended up in 5th. Zilisch still running outside the top 10, just doesn't seem to have the speed that Custer, Gragson, or Creed do today. So Gragson and Creed each have a stage win apiece. Who will get it done this final stage of racing? As we're back here battling for 30th with Connor Mozak. Creed is leading the way, but Noah Gragson, as you see there on the mini-map, has just taken the race and the championship lead back from Sheldon Creed here in the final stage at Homestead, trying to become an Xfinity Series champion for the first time. A few laps later, we're battling with Parker Retzlaff, Haley Deegan for a top 20 position with some good strategy, and now we're in the wall. Big mistake, sliding into the 19 of Tanner Gray. Sideways, can he save it? No. He's going to go crashing hard behind us, up in the air, upside down, end over end, barrel rolling. Goes the 19 of Tanner Gray, a hellacious crash here at Homestead with just 3 laps to go. The 19's on his lid. Somehow not a caution, no caution is thrown, and he will end the race on his lid. So now white flag in the air, final lap presented by Credit One Bank at Homestead for Noah Gragson, who's dominated most of this race and is about to become an Xfinity Series champion for the first time as he makes his way through turn 4 down the front straightaway. Noah Gragson wins at Homestead. He is the champion. Creed and Custer ended up in a photo finish for 3rd, but Caruth, the non-playoff driver, in 2nd. They just couldn't get Noah Gragson, who finally gets that elusive Xfinity Series title, doing it in the style of Daniel Hemrick, winning his only race of the season in the final race, the one that matters most, the season finale. As we come home to limp this car home to a 23rd place finish. Very disappointing here in Homestead, as you know.
They just kicked their ass, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I wanted this one so bad. Last 3 years, just words can't describe how thankful I am.
And so now you see the final Xfinity Series race results from the season finale here at Homestead, where, of course, Noah Gragson wins the race and the championship, his only win on the season. Rajah Caruth ends the season with a very impressive 2nd place run. Creed and Custer just come up short, 3rd and 4th. can't quite get the championship. A good top 5 for Justin Allgaier. See Taylor Gray, Jesse Love, Carson Quaffle, Ty Dillon, Ryan Sieg in the top 10. Of course, Connor Zilisch, disappointed, ends up 17th in the season finale, ends up 4th out of the championship 4 in his first attempt to go win a title. Of course, we bring it home in 23rd. So there are your final race results from the Xfinity Series season finale here in Homestead. And as you see, for the rest of the final Xfinity Series standings, pause when you'd like to scroll through. Of course, Gragson, Creed, Custer, Zilisch, the order of the top 4. Carruth ends up 5th in points. Great run from him. Jesse Love was up there. See, Justin Allgaier was the best non-playoff driver by far, at a 300-point advantage for 13th over Christian Eckes, who will look to improve and going to the Cup Series full-time next season for Kaulig Racing. That will be announced in the off-season changes video, so little nugget for you guys there. Of course, the bottom of the grid there, Josh Bilicki, Blaine Perkins, those guys is having a rough season. And now we quickly look at the Xfinity Series Championship poster. Noah Gragson does it now for Ford instead of Chevrolet. Gets the Xfinity Series Championship, his first championship of his career. He's, of course, our Season 3 champion. Ends the year with one singular win in the season finale. Does it Daniel Hemrick style to win the title. Extremely consistent, pulls off the win. So props to Noah Gragson. A very impressive Xfinity Series season from him. And caps it all off with another Homestead win and a championship. So now look at your, of course, the main event here, the NASCAR Heat 5 NASCAR Cup Series, season number 3, championship 4. Myself, we are back going for the three-peat like Michael Jordan here, coming in with 10 wins, our third double-digit win season in a row. Of course, coming in the 2-time defending champion, trying to complete the three-peat. And then our teammate Chastain, we got both Trackhouse machines in the Final 4. Comes in with 2 wins, including at Martinsville last episode to lock himself in, making his second Final 4 appearance, his first since, of course, a legendary 2022 appearance after the Hail Melon. And then Kyle Larson is back again, the 2021 champion. Going to give it another crack to get that second title with his 2 wins on the season. And, of course, the most popular driver, Chase Elliott in the 9, comes in with a 1 victory on the season at Dover, the 2020 Series champion. Will do the same thing as his teammate Kyle Larson, try to make it 2 championships on his resume, as Chastain looks for his first and I look to complete the three-peat as we are qualifying in the background for today's championship race in the Cup Series. We end up timing with a 33.09, which puts us 12th place on the leaderboard. So we will qualify 12th here in the championship race here at home. So we'll see where our competitors qualified. Let's see, Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, 28th and 30th. Atrocious qualifying efforts from our Hendrick competitors, both outside the top 25. Chastain ends up 6th, we're 12th, and I'll hand it off to Kevin James for the command.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
And welcome to the championship race here from the Homestead Miami Speedway and the conclusion of the 2025 season number 3 here in our career mode, where of course we know it'll be myself starting second out of the Final 4, Chastain the highest starting, Larson and Elliott both struggling, qualifying outside the top 25, our Hendrick rivals. So for today's race, we know Eric Jones and Ty Gibbs are rivals. No surprise at all, but a key story to watch is Kyle Larson, definitely not nearly as fast as we expected. We expected him to be on pole, but Larson qualifies outside the top 25, and if he doesn't have the race pace, he's going to be struggling. As we are green and underway here in the season finale here at Homestead Miami Speedway, we start 12th alongside Blaney, who's already trying to put us into the wall. Down the front, so it's a start-finish line. We have to lift, let him go sideways, cause a huge stack up here on the initial start of the race. The top 11 are gone as AJ Allmendinger took advantage and shot through the gap. Hocevar, by the way, got the pole, is out leading. Now 17 to go in stage 1. We're going to make a nice pass on the inside of Kyle Busch and move up into 11th. Here in Homestead, setting our sights on our teammate and championship rival, Ross Chastain, for the top 10. We throw a slide job into turn 3 and make the pass, and we are now in the championship lead here in stage 1 at Homestead. We make the pass for 10th on Chastain and have to deal with Blaney again down the front stretch here, making some contact. Few laps later, Blaney has gone by. We are now focusing on Tyler Reddick for 10th in the 45, which we will pass to 45. Just like that, we're back into the top 10 here in Homestead. Hocevar slipping back from the pole. A few laps later, we have caught Carson and are going to make the pass here for 9th place on the racetrack here as we get around the 77 in our number 99 Thank you, channel members / Yeet Chevrolet, with the partnership with YouTube and the WWE here for this episode, as well as the Homestead Miami Speedway. And we swing to the inside of the 54 of Ty Gibbs for 8th place later in this run. In the stage, we try to get by Gibbs for 8th. You can see Bowman right down the road to 7th. We are still comfortably in the championship lead. It doesn't seem, though, that we have the race-winning pace that someone like a Blaney or Christopher Bell might have. We still have enough to contend and hold our championship lead right now, as Chastain seems to slip back. Larson's way off. Elliott started way in the back. So 10 to go in stage 1. Gibbs and I really getting into it, as always. This has been the story of the whole season, you know. Me dealing with my rivals throughout the year and how that affects the way we race and how the season plays out. Ty Gibbs, of course, did not make the playoffs. He had to win, and now we turn the 54. Gibbs into the outside wall, up in the air. Goes to 54. On his side goes Ty Gibbs. Turned hard into the wall by Corey Heim. He hits Chase Elliott. That brings out the caution. Gibbs, of course, still in the race, but the yellow is out. We'll restart here in 7th. On the inside of the 48 of Alex Bowman, who just became a rival after Martinsville because we got forced into him by like 18 other different drivers trying to move our way forwards for position. And now we try to find a way by the 11 of Denny Hamlin for 6th place on the track. So now dive by the 11, easily clear Denny Hamlin with a nice pass right there through 3 and 4. And we'll kind of chop his nose off a little bit on exit of the corner to secure that spot. Took us a nice push down the front stretch here. 5 to go in stage 1. We are catching Keselowski and Blaney 3 wide. Swing to the inside. We tried to pass the 2 Fords, who are, of course, the top running Fords in this race. Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski is Christopher Bell. And how about AJ Allmendinger out there doing for the lead? We know he's pretty solid here at Homestead. He's never finished outside the top 10 in the next-gen car. He's up there fighting for the lead. Got a shot at the win tonight. Allmendinger and Bell do it out for the lead. Byron 3rd, Blaney 4th. We now secure 5th place, clearing Brad Keselowski in the 6th. On the last lap of stage 1, we are just going to hold off Denny Hamlin. We will come home in 5th as the championship leader at the end of stage number 1. Blaney gets the stage win. Allmendinger 2nd. Bell, Byron, then myself, then Hamlin, Bowman, Keselowski, and Chase Elliott drives all the way from 30th to 9th, up 21 spots in the opening stage. Puts himself in a great spot to contend with us for this title, and then host of our 10th gets the last stage point. 19 to go stage 2. Christopher Bell did the same thing Ryan Blaney did on lap 1, trying to wreck me into the wall in the start. So once again, our whole line's going to stack up from 3rd on back now. Blaney and Allmendinger are gone. They're driven off down the road. Now Bowman's getting into us, and we are having a horrendous restart here. And take a look at who's right there behind us. That's Chase Elliott. And now we got a dogfight on our hands for this championship here in the Homestead between Chase Elliott and I. He's going to give us a shot. We send it to 3 and 4 into Hamlin sideways. We both save it, but now the 9. Chase Elliott drives by on the inside and takes the championship lead. For the first time today in 4th place, makes it happen. Byron into 5th. We slip down to 6th on the grid. Get a shot from Todd Gilliland in the 38 right there, which I'm definitely not too pleased with the way the 38's been racing me in that Grillo's Pickles Ford Mustang. Of course, the new paint scheme there, whipped up by my friend RFK Fan, making some bangers for some paint schemes this season, and continues to do so into next season, the career mode. We continue to work on trying to get by Todd Gilliland here for 6th place on the race start, trying to get closer to Elliott. We slam the 38, show him our frustration, move Gilliland out of the way, make the pass. 16 to go in stage 2, but then we drop down to 7th. Chris Buescher takes advantage of trouble up ahead. There's a flat tire on somebody. Some sort of issue here is working our way through 3 and 4. As now we take advantage of this to come down for our green flag pit stop right here at the end of, or midway through stage 2 rather, as Michael McDowell in his final race for Front Row Motorsports blows the tire in the 34. We come in now for scheduled service in our number 99 Yeet Chevrolet, trying to get a good quick pit stop here. 2 tires and fuel. A bit of a strategy gamble here to try to beat Chase Elliott on the pit cycle, which we might do here. Is we're not right now come out 31st, so we short pitted everybody, hoping to take advantage of the fact that everyone's gonna stay out like an extra lap or 2, and we can beat them with 1 lap or 2 sooner. Being on fresh tires, being up to speed does make a big difference. So we merge on the track. 31st, almost go wrecking. We slide down the back stretch. What a save! Oh my goodness, we nearly choked it all away right there, but we save it. We continue on the racetrack. Next time by, we unlap ourselves and start passing all the guys who are on pit road now. So we shoot all the way up from 31st to 5th. So yes, the strategy has worked absolutely brilliantly, as we have already got a net gain from the cycle. Next time by, we're going to go by Corey Heim, Larson, and Bell, who all came in. Well, we're passing the 20 right now as he emerges back onto the racetrack from pit road. So we're going to jump all the way up to second here on the pit cycle. A genius strategy call from this Trackhouse team to put us in position to hold this championship lead. Last lap of the stage, it's going to be Ryan Blaney sweeping the stages in dominating fashion here at Homestead. He will get 20 more points to his cause in the season finale. We will come home second and still in the championship lead after both stages of racing with some creative pit strategy. Allmendinger, Bell, Busher the top 5. Then Byron, Keselowski, Gibbs, Bowman, and Elliott once again sneaks his way in the top 10. Gets the last stage point. Obviously, stage points don't matter for us, but Elliott and I seem to be the only 2 cars who can really go up here and contend for this championship. We, of course, have the advantage strategy. At the end of each stage, we've had the advantage. We're trying to do once again, beginning of stage 3. 24 laps remaining here in Homestead. We restart in 12th. Ryan Blaney, first car on our strategy with fresh tires in 11th. We are going to be following him right through here in turn 1 and 2. As we go by Anthony Alfredo Stenhouse, these guys who pitted right down that last lap, they stayed out to play some strategy. Zane Smith as well. Austin Hill in the 3. Up here we go by the 71. The 3 of Austin Hill throws a hellacious block on us, costs us some time, forces us to mess up our line through the corner, and Blaney takes advantage, driving into the first car on the cycle. Now I'm getting squeezed between him and Custer. We lift. Blaney goes by. How about AJ Allmendinger making it 3 wide in the 13? Now doing battle Blaney. Here comes Chase Elliott. Oh boy, this championship battle is getting tense now. Elliott shoving us through. We're 4 wide on the exit of turn 2. An insane restart here at Homestead. Christopher Bell is gone with the race lead right now. Heim is second. Blaney is through the 3rd. We try to clear LaJoy. Get a little shot. Moves us up out of the way. But we secure 4th. We are ahead of Allmendinger and Elliott a few laps later now. We catch the 67 of Corey Heim, trying to make a pass for 3rd. We just get a little bit loose, opening the door for Allmendinger, who's been faster than us most of this race. We'll drive by into 3rd place for the 13. And we will settle into 4th here, clearing Corey Heim as Bell leads Blaney, Allmendinger, and I. Now, 19 laps to go. The championship fight is on. We have been caught by the 9 of Chase Elliott trying to take this championship away. It's going to be an intense battle now. We're running the high side of the racetrack. Elliott's running the bottom. We get loose out of 2. Big contact made down the backstretch. And now the championship hanging in the balance. Contact. Elliott slides and around goes the 9. Into the wall goes Chase Elliott. He's going to be hit by Haley up and over on his lid, and that could be the end of Chase Elliott's championship hopes.
Stupid motherfucker! Speaking in pool 5. He's a fucking idiot. Fucking broke again. Piece of shit, motherfucker. God damn it! What the fuck is he doing, man? That was a dick move by him for sure. I wasn't even fucking close. I mean, I'm like way outside.
You heard it right there. Chase Elliott absolutely furious over the radio with myself about the way we raced him right there. And it's going to be certainly an interesting post race as the caution comes out as we have been passed by Byron. So we're running in 4th. So now we're going to restart in 7th with just 13 to go in Homestead. Getting into it, the 11 of Denny Hamlin in turn 1. We managed to out-physical him, get our way by. And now we're catching on Christopher Bell, Blaney, Allmendinger, and I. We're all in the same strategy now. Going for the win. Chastain, the 1, stayed out. That was the only play he really had to have a shot to win this championship. He's currently 2nd. Gillen Lisa, we have a great restart right to the bottom. Drive it deep into 3 and drive right into 2nd place. We get by Chastain, and we are right back in the championship lead here in Homestead. Now it's a battle between Allmendinger and I as we're flying by the 38 of Gilliland with just 12 laps to go in the season. AJ Allmendinger clear for the lead, looking to drive away to victory. Contact. We give him a little shot into turn 1 as we had to force our way by the 38. Allmendinger is driven away. Now a few laps later, all we have to do now is maintain our championship lead. Larson's been a lap down after the poor strategy at the end of stage 2. Elliott, of course, we wrecked. He's currently 3 laps down. Blaney goes by for 2nd. We settle into 3rd with just 10 laps to go here in Homestead. Meanwhile, a few laps later, Blaney now trying to take the lead away from AJ Allmendinger out of turn 2. As you can see that right down the road in front of us as Blaney looks to find his way into victory lane one final time in this season. And it would be his first win at Homestead, no less as well. A track, of course, if he can just make it here to contend for a championship, he would be in position to win the championship right now, and we would be the ones being heartbroken. As now here we are, he leaves with 7 to go. Now white flag in the air, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank in the season here at Homestead Miami Speedway for the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, season number 3 coming to an end as we speak, and we are now half a lap away from completing the 3-peat, the first driver to win multiple consecutive championships since Jimmie Johnson won 5 in a row from 2006 to 2010. Out of turn 4 for the final time here in Homestead Miami Speedway, Ryan Blaney is going to win the race here in Homestead. Allmendinger comes home second, but we are going to do a feat not many have achieved, and that is win 3 NASCAR Cup Series championships. We're the champions. We win it here in Homestead, our 3rd consecutive championship, completing the 3-peat as we burn it down in celebration down the beautiful Homestead front straightaway in front of the crowd to celebrate 3 consecutive titles, the first repeat champion since Jimmie Johnson.
And everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends.
Miami. Acknowledge me.
And now your final race results, of course, after all the celebrations that took place with us, of course, winning our 3rd championship in a row and being acknowledged by the Miami crowd, and then yeeting our way to the garage after the successful championship. Final race results, Blaney, of course, ends the season on a high note with the victory here in Homestead. Allmendinger, a strong 2nd place finish. We end the season finishing 3rd place, but alas, winning the championship and becoming a 3-time repeat champion, and we'll try for 4 next season. And of course, Keselowski, Bowman in the top 5, Hamlin, Bell, Buescher, Gibbs, Host by the top 10. Chastain ends up 2nd in the championship but finishes 31st. Larson 33rd and Elliott 37th. A disastrous day for our championship rivals. We look at the final, of course, Cup Series rather. Point standings among the championship 4. We, of course, are the champion, capping off a Trackhouse 1-2 in the point standings for the very first time. With us winning the championship, Chastain coming home 2nd with his strategy. Larson just never had the pace, ended up 3rd, and Elliott, of course, after we crashed him, 4th. And we get the graphic right there showing that we are the champion once again here in NASCAR Heat 5, and the graphic saying that we shocked the world and win the NASCAR Cup Series championship as we've done it again. That is a 3-peat in the Cup Series. Look at the championship graphic for us here. We get the job done here. You see the 3 cups in the background. 10 wins on the season. Not quite the 14 we've had in our previous 2 championship seasons, but still, winning 34 races in 3 seasons is unbelievably impressive. Winning the championship, getting the job done here as your champion. Once again, I am inevitable. I am your champion. Our number 99 Chevrolet variety of sponsors throughout the year. Best Buy, Jockey, Wendy's, YouTube, WWE, you name it, all were on the cars. We are your champion here in NASCAR Heat 5. And as we end the episode, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. Thank you very much to Jeremy Isley. I appreciate your support, man. You've been stalwart through this whole season, and I can't wait to continue doing fun stuff next season. Of course, if those of you who are watching are not subscribed, please do subscribe. It does mean a lot to me and helps this channel grow. It helps the algorithm out and hopefully get us to 1,000 subscribers, as we're on the road to that right now. And you get many exclusive perks if you become a channel member as well. Link is in the description down below. So until next season, I hope you all have a good one.